jump for long. Somebody start singing with her. We'll all get it going here. All right, Brittany, the floor is yours, young lady. Take it away, Brittany.
Two teams looking to climb their way up the standings after falling into a hole early on. The 0-4 Poco Saints play host to the 1-2 Delta Islanders, who split their doubleheader last weekend but got themselves into the win column. The Saints, on the other hand, are sure to come out with a chip on their shoulders after notching just one goal in a loss early in the week, to the Coquitlam Adnex. Welcome into BC Sports TV, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tino Farah. I'll be your host for the evening as we get ready for some BC Junior A action between the Poco Saints and the Delta Islanders. Getting ready to face off here in a game that is, or the broadcast rather, that's brought to you by Extreme Threads. Josh Mills going to take the opening draw in this one. See how he'll fare against his counterpart, Dylan Doucette. And Doucette wins the opening draw, getting hounded, though, by Jordan Meach. Delta's going to get the first possession of the game offensively. Still getting hounded by Meach. Good effort there to get on him. And here comes Silas Richmond, the leading scorer for the Delta Islanders with 17 points on the season so far. Certainly going to be one of their quarterbacks. With 5 seconds to go on the shot clock on the opening possession. That pass picked off, though, by Bailey Newton. Gets around a check and sends that one all the way up to Meach. Does a good job to handle that. Sends a cross floor. Takes a shot. That one goes wide. Meach trying to collect that loose ball. Loses it, though. And here comes Conrad Squarick. Winds, fires. That one got blocked, however, by Josh Mills. Delta maintains possession. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock as they get their set ready to go. Righty's going to go to work early. There's the first save of the night off of Ryder Bremner, the starting goalie tonight for Poco. His counterpart across the floor, Aston Leclerc. Delta winds, fires. There's another save by Bremner early. He seems to be settling in nicely as we approach 2 minutes in. Good defense there by Poco. That's Ty Fisher giving his check a hard time. Now 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. There's Hoogstraten, sends it over to the righties. See what they can muster up. Here's Silas Richmond, fakes the shot, goes around the outside. There's a shot, a nice leg save, turned aside by Bremner. But there's another loose ball offensively by the Islanders. Sizing up their matchup. Here comes Callum Monroe. Flip pass now over to Joey DeBon. He goes underneath of his check. Back up to trying to find Keegan Kozak. That one for the whistle. Breakout pass connects with Dylan Eilert. In this 0-0 game, here's Nyman. Over to Connolly, now swing pass back over to the lefties. Nyman again, shot from the outside, turned aside nicely by Leclerc. That's his first test of the game. Good job here on the forecheck by the Saints. And there's the 8-second count. Riley Learn picks this one up at center, and he's going to wait to get his guys on the floor. Going in nice and slowly. He'll send this one over to Josh Mills now into the corner. Cowan. Over to Connolly. Looking for a lane. There's a little one there. Lowe tries to bury on that one. Trying to go 5-hole on Leclerc. Cleaning up that loose ball is Joey Cody. Now Connolly again. Using the screen, backs away, sends it over to Learn. Learn looking for a lane, sends it back now over to the lefties. That one gets deflected and out of play. Fresh 30 for the Saints. Or rather, it's going to go the way of the Islanders. I guess that went off of a Poco helmet, up and out of play. Big hit there by Braden Lady to cause the back overcall. Heads up play. Lady's leading the Saints in points with 6 points in their 4 games so far. That's a good start for him. The Poco offense going to go back to work. Over to Connolly now. He's got a lane. Takes the shot, trying to go over the shoulder of Leclerc. That one went wide. Delta picks this one. They get a clear off of a leg. But getting that one over just in time before another 8-second count. Here comes Keegan Kozak. Over to DeBon. Hoogstraten now sends it over to Richmond. Flip pass inside, fakes, takes. There's a nice save by Bremner. Quickly the other way now is Brandon Woodward. He's got some wheels on him with 2 defenders on him. Takes the shot, and that one's turned aside as well by Leclerc. Both goalies settling in nicely. And Silas Richmond gets this one all the way back into the offensive zone. Leclerc with a nice save there in that transition attempt. Here's Hoogstraten. Big windup, trying to spin around a check. Falls, gets the shot off. Tricky one there for Bremner, but a nice job to keep that one out. They got a breakaway pass if they want it, deciding against it, though. Here comes Ty Fisher. Try to send it up to Mills. He bobbled it for a second. Good job, though, to maintain possession. Into the corner. Bobbled play. Wasted opportunity here for the Saints, and Delta gets another free clear at center. McDonald carrying this one into the offensive zone. He's got a man in the middle, decides to send it over to Hoogstraten, now into the corner. Kozak looking for a target. Keeping possession somehow, though. Finding his way to the middle and buries. Joey DeBon somehow keeps control of the ball with 2 defenders on him. A third one came in there as well. Spins to the middle. And Joey DeBon with his first of the night opens the scoring. And we got ourselves a 1-0 game in favor of Delta early in this one. Faceoff goes the way of the Islanders once again. Here comes Boma, jaunting his way into the offensive zone. Getting a little pressure, sends it over to Richmond. Now the righty's going to go to work. There's a shot from the outside, turned aside by Bremner. Jordan Meach applying a little bit of pressure there. And Poco comes up with the ball thanks to Kalen Mander. Still with possession. A 3-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Lady trying to take the shot and goes 5-hole. Braden Lady, the leading scorer for the Poco Saints, gets his first of the game. An excellent 3-on-1 in transition there. Jordan Meach with the quick stick pass in tight to Braden Lady. who gets that one off quickly as well. And under a minute after the Delta Islanders made this a 1-0 game, Poco comes back to tie it right away. What a response. Mills and Doucette battle at the faceoff dot once again. Violation, though, this one goes in favor of the Saints. The Saints still trying to get their first win of this young season. 0-4 currently. Good start in this one. Going up against a veteran Islanders squad. Here's Connolly looking for a lane. He's got one. Takes that one over the net, though. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Riley Learn just tried to wrap that one around the post. Put that one wide on the far side, though. Delta quickly trying to get this one over center. Poco with a big emphasis on pressure. Very noticeable early on. Here's Silas Richmond. Trying to cut through the middle. Steps in the crease, though. Woodward dancing around the center line, looking for a target. Finds Nyman. Swim move to get around his defender. In a little bit of trouble along the boards, though. He'll swing that over to the lefties. Josh Mills now sends it back over to Riley Learn. He's got a one-on-one matchup, decides to send it back over to the lefties. Joey Cody bobbled that one, swimming through some guys, trying to avoid contact while trying to get that loose ball. Learn, though, a little bit of a mental hiccup, just brings that one back over center, and there's a turnover going in favor of the Islanders. That shot went wide and out of play. So Poco gets the fresh possession here. Bailey Newton carries it over center. Ball ends up into the stick of Cowan. Back over to Meach, and he fires that one off the leg pad low of LeClaire and out of play. Meach going to stay and play a little offense. There's a shot. That one might have gone off the butt end of LeClaire. Poco going to get another second chance opportunity here. Shot from the outside. Turned aside once again by LeClaire. Mills keeps that. There's a shot. Burying again are the Poco Saints. Andrew Cowan. Big rebound from the outside. Ends up in another offensive possession for the Saints. Cowan left all alone in the middle and sends that one far side on LeClaire. 2-1 now in favor of the Poco Saints with 11:54 to go in the opening period. It's a game of runs, and we'll see if the Saints can get on one here. Josh Mills won the clamp, but the battle for the loose ball continues, ends up in the stick of Dylan Doucette, who originally took that faceoff. Getting hacked and whacked nonstop. Loose ball ends up back in the Delta sticks. Now with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Joey DeBond sends it over to Silas Richmond. Out of his reach, though. Picked up nicely by Mander. Looking for a target. Got to be careful. The 8-second count here. Getting it over just in time is Aiden Marcher. He might go to the net, decides to roll aside. Looking for a target, but he gets a shot on the back, no call. As the physicality picks up here, Connolly cleans up a loose ball, and going quickly. Connolly sidesteps his man, sends it back over to Learn. Shot from the outside. Just a nice soft shot for a rebound. It was there momentarily, but Aston Leclaire did a nice job of scooping that one up and calming things down for his defense. The righty's going to start things off here for Delta. There's a shot from the outside. That one got blocked before it got through to Bremner. Delta keeps possession, though. Just 6 seconds on the shot clock. There's a shovel shot. Once again, did not make contact with Bremner, so no reset for the Islanders. Eilert looking for a target. Connects with Woodward. He'll send it over to Learn. Learn slowly into the offensive end. Josh Mills back over to Woodward, who started this possession. Comes around to check. There's a shot from the outside, short side, wide. Does a good job to keep that before it goes back over center. Pass intended for Riley Learn. And here comes a slashing penalty against goaltender Leclerc as Learn tried to pick up a ball going behind the net. Leclerc just trying to make some contact. We got a little too much wood on that one. And the Poco power play, which has struggled so far early in this season, 4 for 22, dead last, is going to try to get something going here and continue some momentum. Gives us a good opportunity to tell you all about Grip Tire in Port Moody. Provides you peace of mind knowing your tire or automotive service is performed by highly trained technicians. Professional service at a fair price. Grip Tire and Auto in Port Moody. 4 for 22 in this season. There's a backhanded shot just wide coming out of the stick of Josh Mills. Shorthanded opportunity here for the Islanders. Joey Cody, though, sending a nice hit. The Islanders just going to try to kill as much time as possible. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Portillas. Spinning around his check now with 4 seconds. Here's a shot. Turned aside by Bremner. Containing that rebound nicely. Now here comes Cowan. The latest goal scorer for the Saints. Fake the shot, sends it back into the corner. Here's Nyman. Nice save, though, by Leclerc. Going down into the butterfly to swallow that shot. Here comes Skwarek. Big size advantage for Skwarek. Gets through a couple of checks, maintains possession, does a good job, and now he'll send this one into the corner. Driving, taking a shot. That one went wide, though. That one coming out of the stick of Cade Hoogstraten. Now Kozak almost snuck that under the arm of Bremner. Good job to get a shot and a rebound there by Silas Richmond, who draws a penalty. Here's Kozak. What an opportunity. Keegan Kozak on the wrong side goes airborne and tries to throw it between his legs. But another penalty gives us another opportunity to tell you all about another sponsor. Associated Labels. Take your product to the next level. Associated Labels proves a wide array of packaging and labels for the ever-widening circle of world-class customers. Community giving is ingrained in our core values. Associated Labels. As we'll see 4-on-4 action for a couple more seconds. As that does it for the Delta penalty. So now they're on a power play with 15 seconds remaining on this shot clock. Here's Richmond. Takes the shot, trying to go over the far side shoulder of Richmond. That one off of the shoulder and all the way back into the Delta end. So no over and back call. The Delta power play coming to this one. 5 for 16 on the season. 5th place in the league. They'll look to get something going. Here's Kozak from the outside. Shoots and scores far side. Keegan Kozak ties this game at 2. As we take a look at the replay here. Fakes the pass back up to the point. Winds and fires. Keegan Kozak has tied this game for the Islanders. Here comes Mills and Doucette to battle at the faceoff dot once again, as they will for the entirety of this night, I'm sure. Good loose ball there picked up by Mander. Alone on a breakaway. Jordan Meach puts it off the post. Jordan Meach, that close to earning his first Junior A goal. It's a game of inches, ladies and gentlemen. Physical play picking up here in the Poco defensive end, taking a shot to the face. as we have another Delta penalty coming up. As the ball goes out of play, we'll get the whistle, and Poco's going to get another opportunity here on the power play. A penalty-filled first period gives us lots of opportunities to say thank you to some sponsors. Let's tell you about Trailside Physio, certified professional physiotherapist at New Westminster and Coquitlam. Functional movement therapy to get you back to your active lifestyle, living pain-free. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Book online today, Trailside Physio. The Saints 0 for 1 on the night so far. They're looking to get their power play turned around. There's a shot. Nice save with the shoulder by Leclerc, sending that one out of play. That's Cowan looking for his second of the game. Connolly back to Cowan. Now over to the lefties. There's a shot from the outside. Swallowed nicely by Leclerc. Picking up the loose ball and going for a run once again is Conrad Squarick. Loses the ball, but does a good job to maintain some possession. The big man trying to duck under 3 checks. Still keeping the ball. What an effort here by Squarick. Eventually loses it, but killing some valuable time to the Islanders' penalty. 1 minute remaining in said penalty. Poco power play coming right back to work here. Here's Cowan, the quarterback on this power play. He'll send it over to Connolly. Down to the corner for Nyman. Trying to get it over to Fisher. Bobbled the pass. He's been fighting his stick a little bit early in this one. And it ends up in a drawn penalty for the Islanders. We're going to once again see some 4-on-4 action. And you guessed it, another penalty. Another sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. Port Coquitlam Boston Pizza is a family restaurant and sports bar serving great food, including pizza, pasta, wings, and so much more. Port Moody Boston Pizza is a proud sponsor of Poco Junior Lacrosse. 4-on-4 once again. Here's Richmond sidestepping. There's a long shot from the outside. Swallowed once again nicely by Bremner. Just had a nice start to this game. Looks pretty comfortable in his crease. Big run here for Braden Lady. Now this is Marias. Trying to get around his check. Thought about shooting it. Decided to send it over to Riley Learn, but just deflected out of his stick. That'll do it for the Delta penalty, which means they're going to go to the power play. But an errant pass ends up in the stick of Levi Tui. And with no pressure, will easily run this one over center. And the Poco penalty kill now goes to work offensively. Mills. Now over to Nyman. Back into the corner now for Tui. Ends up in the stick, and Nyman, he takes a soft shot from the outside. That one went wide, and it'll go back over center. Good job, though, to kill some time to their penalty. But the ball will end up back behind their net, and they're going to have to kill off 43 more seconds of this one. Ben McDonald running point here on the power play. Here's Kozak. Back over to McDonald, now into the corner. Kozak steps in, sends it back over to McDonald. Into the corner, connecting with DeBon. That one picked off, though, by Lady. We've seen his wheels many times so far in this season. Nice job to pick that one off and go over center. But turnover now. Here comes Silas Richmond. 10 seconds remaining on the Poco penalty. McDonald slowing things down. Here's Kozak. Back to McDonald. Shot from the outside, turned aside once again by Bremner. That'll do it here for the Poco penalty. Coming back into the play is Dorian Connolly. But Delta maintains possession. Shot from the outside. Trying to go low to high. What a shot there by Joey DeBon. Might have caught a piece of the post, but comes all the way back into the Delta end. Fresh 30 for the Islanders. 2:45 remaining in the first period as they get themselves set on offense again. Flip pass from Richmond, trying to connect with Porteous. Kizak sends it over to Richmond, who dives through the crease. Dip, dive, and dunk by Silas Richmond. So we take a look at the replay here. Goes flying through the crease. Goes back across Bremner's body. And with 2:32 remaining in the first, Delta takes a 3-2 lead. Richmond's first of the game. So I believe we have a penalty here. Which once again gives us an opportunity to tell you about another sponsor. Extreme Threads, your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, digitizing, screen prints, and sublimated team uniforms. Extreme Threads. Delta right back on the power play. Here's Kozak sending it over to McDonald. Kozak, such a threat from the outside. As many players on this Islanders power play is. There's a shovel shot by Richmond. Already got a highlight reel one tonight. Tried to get another one. That would have been our second shovel shot attempt of the night. Back over, though, against the Islanders. Poco's going to get the clear at center. Cowan now into the corner for Marias. Swing pass all the way over to Riley Learn. Pick and roll attempt there between him and Connolly. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Connolly trying to get around a check. Gets around the first guy. Takes a step to the middle. Takes the shot and scores! Dorian Connolly. Another good response by the Saints. After giving up the 3-2 lead, come right back shorthanded. That's Poco's fourth shorthanded goal of the season. Puts them in the league lead in that category. Braden Lady got that game ball and sent it into the bench, so I'm wondering if that's Connolly's first goal of the season. But either way, we got ourselves a tie game now with 1:40 remaining in the first. Lady going to battle once again with Doucette at the faceoff dot. Delta still on the power play. Nice clean win there by Doucette. Ends up all the way back in his defensive zone, but what an effort here by Lady coming out of nowhere. It's a 1-on-3 right now. Lady just trying to get through some contact as he waits for reinforcements. Picked up by Josh Mills. Here's Marias with the shot. Turned aside by LeClaire. But this pressure by the Saints, certainly an emphasis coming into this one, as they got to be itching for that first win of the season, and they've come out flying. 30 seconds remaining on this Delta power play. McDonald now over to Richmond. Richmond fakes the shot, sends it back over into the corner for the lefties. Here's Kozak. Over to McDonald. Now to Richmond, just off target. Richmond almost had that loose ball as he was jumping through the air with one hand on the stick, just couldn't get a piece of it. Poco now trying to get out of their end. 7 seconds remaining, and there's that jumping effort by Richmond. He gets his hands on this one. 30 seconds remaining now in the first period, as that'll do it for the Poco penalty. Here's McDonald. He's got a target on the crease. If he wants it, just can't get through some pressure. There's a hard check from the Delta pressure there on the forecheck. But a penalty-filled first period continues to be the theme here, as Reese Portillas just got a little overzealous, sending Bailey Newton to the ground. He's slow to get up, but seems to be all right as he's heading back to the bench with a little bit of help from the trainer. Ryder Bremner going to come to the bench, and Poco's going to go 6-on-4 in this final possession. Rather 5-on-4 as Bremner heads back to the crease now. Fisher over to Nyman. Nyman takes the shot, trickles, but LeClaire just gets enough of it and falls back on the ball before it rolls in. And that'll do it here for the opening period in this matchup between Poco and Delta here on BC Sports TV. Do not go anywhere. We got ourselves a doozy of a matchup. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for second period action. Welcome back into the John Bailey Arena, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for period number 2. This matchup between the Poco Saints playing host to the Delta Islanders in this BC Junior A action. Your first period stats, Poco with a well spread out attack. Goals from Lady, Connolly, and Cowan, each of them scoring 1 goal. Delta, on the other hand, no surprise here. Kozak and Richmond, both with a goal and an assist to lead their team. 2 points on this early night so far. Pretty even both ways for both goaltenders. Bremner saving 12 of 15, Leclerc with 13 of 16. The Delta power play going 1 for 3 early. Poco 0 for 3, but they do have 1 shorthanded goal. Their 4th of the season in that category. Poco going right back to work on the power play, though. They're going to get another chance to get off the schneid after a late penalty was taken by Reese Porteous. There's about a minute and a half remaining in that one. Fisher with it now. Sends it over to Cowan. Now Connolly onto the crease for Nyman, trying the quick stick attempt. Tried to connect with Josh Mills. Just deflected off of his stick. Delta content with the muck play there as they get the reset themselves, and they'll get this one over center. This is Kozak. As mentioned before, 1 goal and 1 assist. Split between he and Silas Richmond. Kozak just killing as much time as possible, taking a bit of a beating here from Joey Cody. Gets past him, continues to swallow the pressure. Kozak just eating as much time as possible. Now he'll go to the net, breaks free of a check, takes the shot, and scores! Keegan Kozak. What an effort. Let's take another look at that one. Kozak with possession through that entire possession. Just before the shot clock winds down, decides to take on the 1v3 matchup. What an effort by Keegan Kozak for his 2nd goal of the night. Early in the 2nd period, Delta takes the 4-3 lead. Both teams now with a shorty. And the ensuing faceoff almost went the way of Delta, but going quickly the other way. This is Braden Lady over to Cowan, getting the shot off as he tiptoed around the crease. He'll apply some pressure now. Loose ball picked up now by Doucette. Almost picked up by Doucette, but there's the 8-second count. Doucette was taking a lot of slashes there to the midsection. But 1 more attempt here for the Poco power play. Here's Cowan over to Connolly, back to Cowan, takes the shot from the outside. That one goes short side wide. Breakaway now going the other way for Delta. Good job there by Connolly to apply some pressure on the back check. Got that one out of the stick of Jaden LeBurge before he could get a shot on net. Fresh 30 now for the Poco Saints. Power play's over, however, as they'll improve to 0-4. There's a shot from the outside by Learn. Takes a big hit as he was shooting. Bobbled loose ball, now going quickly the other way as Portillas takes a shot, turned away by the shoulder of Bremner. Nice save to respond after that last Kozak goal. And now Woodward goes quickly the other way, connects with Marias, trying to go far side on Leclerc. Gets a leg out on that one. Now Skwarek. He's been using that big frame to his advantage a lot in this game early. There's a turnover there off the pressure from Woodward. And he'll draw another penalty going against Delta, as Poco's going to get another opportunity to try to get their power play rolling. Fisher now over to Connolly. Back to Cowan, now back to Fisher. Mills, the extra attacker, he's going to float in the middle. There's a shot by Nyman, that one bounced and out of play. As Delta is marching right back to the penalty box, as both teams have many times so far in this game. Going to fall here for the Saints. 0 for 4 on the night. But that quick, shorthanded transition of the Delta Islanders, which made them pay on their last power play, has got to be in the back of the minds of the Saints. Early turnover. Here comes Doucette trying to get through some pressure right in front of the Poco bench, taking a beating and loses the ball. Here's Connolly now off the turnover. There's a shot from the outside. Swallowed nicely by Leclerc. Bobbled the loose ball momentarily, but here comes the breakout pass. This is Miller. Check that. Reese London. Send that one into the corner. Boma trying to tiptoe his way through a couple of checks. That's Ben McDonald crashing the crease. As the physicality picks up here, Meach came flying in there to try to take a man. Bremner took that dive to the legs. Cooler heads will prevail. You gotta like the response there by the Poco defenders to stand up for their goalie, but I believe they're gonna be going to the box, and that'll do it for their power play. Bailey Newton, the only one gonna be heading to the box, and we will once again see 4-on-4 play. Three defenders. Bremner looks to be all right, though, as he stands tall in his crease. And in a minute, just over a minute, Delta's going to go back to the power play as we see some 4-on-4 once again. Reese Portillas dancing around his check, sends it over to McDonald. Now the lefty's going to work. Good check there by Braden Lady, who's been all over the floor early in this one. Sends it all the way up to David Little. Gets this one quickly over into the offensive end. He'll send it over to Josh Mills and head for a change. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mills looking for a target. Sends it into the middle. Almost connected with Cowan as he cut through. Good pressure here by Connolly. Tried to get a stick on that one, but ends up back in the stick of Keegan Kozak, the latest goal scorer for the Islanders. Now Boma with some room, fakes the shot. Quick pass down low by Richmond. Missed the target. Kozak collects the loose ball, one hand on his stick. Fighting through the check of three defenders. Boma gonna help him out now. Kozak ends up with the ball, just sends it on net. Richmond send that one through. After the whistle, though, and he's going to sit for two. Close one as the whistle was going. But no amount of arguing here from Silas Richmond is going to get him on the right side of that call. He'll sit for two, and we're going back to 4-on-4 once again. Maybe we just go 4-on-4 for the rest of the game. It seems to be the way it's going to be going in this one. Connolly's going to start things off. He'll send it over to Cowan. Josh Mills back over to Connolly. As the penalty-filled affair, there's a shot with a big windup from Connolly. Ends up in the corner. Connolly just trying to bat it to himself to some open floor. But that one gets sent all the way back down, swatted down into the stick of Ryder Bremner. He'll send this one back down the floor into the stick of Connolly. Doucette grabs the loose ball and sprints this one over center. Up now to Hoogstraten. Sends it over to McDonald. McDonald comes underneath of a pick. There's a shot and a big hit by Braden Lady. Sent Callum Monroe flying, and quickly the other way, here comes Jordan Meach one-on-one. Takes the shot, and that one goes short side wide. What a hit by Braden Lady, who has been making his presence known all over the floor, offensively and defensively. Here comes Portillas. We are back to 5-on-4 now, as Richmond is the only remaining player in the penalty box for now, as I'm sure we will soon see someone from either side head back there. This is Kozak trying to get through a check. Spinning around two defenders, getting caught in between. Another good job there by Kozak, though, to kill as much time as possible. 27 seconds remaining on the penalty to Richmond. Cowan, the quarterback on this power play. Send it in the corner for Nyman, now back up top to Connolly. Cowan got a little bit of room, sends it onto the crease. Josh Mills just putting that one wide and out of play. 5 seconds remaining to the penalty to Richmond, and that'll pretty much do it to the Poco power play as they now move to 0 for 5 on the night. Just can't get one to drop on their power play. Richmond, fresh out of the box. Big windup, decides against it now. Gets it back, looking for some room. McDonald taking his way to the crease and scores! Ben McDonald stretches the Delta lead to 2. 5-3 now. That's the first 2-goal lead of the game. And it goes in favor of the Delta Islanders in this back and forth affair. Ben McDonald driving to the net hard in this game as he's tried that crease move a couple times. Poco gets the ensuing faceoff off of a violation, bobbled the pass though. And Delta's going to get this clear over center quickly. Kozak tried to get a handle on that one, just out of his reach. Delta maintains possession though. Here comes Reese London. Now Kozak trying to connect with Richmond, who takes a big check from behind. Kozak trying to come in to defend him a little bit, but Delta gets the fresh 30. Pass in tight, trying to connect with Richmond. Kozak once again using that one-handed cradle. There's a backhanded shot turned aside by Bremner. Kozak continuing to apply the pressure. Poco just swats that loose ball now. David Little just couldn't get a handle on that one. Silas Richmond maintains. Ben McDonald now in the corner, back up for Richmond, and here comes another possession for Delta. 7 seconds on the shot clock. There's a cutting. Callum Monroe crashing into the post, sends the net off. Bit of a debate here over who's going to get possession. It's going to go the way of the Saints. And David Little's going to start off the transition here. Gets the ball up to Aiden Marcher. Now up to Riley Learn. Had to reach for that one. Does a good job to handle it. Swing pass over to Cowan. Cowan now to Mills. Mills uses the pick. Tried to flip it over to Marias. Over to Learn. Marias bobbling the loose ball with the defender all over him. Just swats it to Mills. Out of his reach, though, as it went between his foot and his stick. No shot on that possession. Delta gets the clear once again. Noah Wickett doing a good job to get that one over center. Now over to McDonald, the latest goal scorer. He takes a shot. I think that one deflected off of the left glove of Bremner, went back to his right side. Dip and dunk, and the Delta Islanders score back-to-back goals. 3 straight for the Islanders. That time it was Joey DeBon flying through the air. And now we're going to see 2 more guys, one aside, going back to the box. Some jawing after the goal. No matter for the Islanders, though, as 3 straight goals have put them in front 6-3. Nearing the halfway mark of this game. 10:36 remaining in the second period. Once again, back to 4-on-4 action. But the illegal procedure against Josh Mills gives the free face-off to Doucette. He gets through some pressure. He'll leave this one for Hoogstraten. Here comes Kozak off the bench. Back over to Hoogstraten. Big windup. Takes the shot, deflected, and wide. Hoogstraten once again over to Kozak. Does such a good job of swallowing that pressure, but still getting his stick free. Here's Hoogstraten from the outside, turned aside by Bremner. Loose ball picked up by the Islanders. There's Kozak with the shot. That one gets blocked. Him and Lady battle for it. Bit of a hold there by Kozak. Wasn't caught, though, by the refs, and he gets the loose ball. Meach applying a little bit of pressure. Flip pass, though, over to Portillas. There's a shot from the outside. Turned aside by Bremner. DeBon over to Portillas. Takes the shot and buries far side on Ryder Bremner. That's the 4th straight now for the Islanders. Second chance opportunities have been coming back to bite the Poco Saints as they just cannot get the loose ball off of these rebounds. The Delta Islanders take the 4-goal lead, 7-3 now, as the Saints are still looking for their first goal of this second period after having such a strong start to the game with their responses after a Delta goal. Just haven't been able to get anything going. Here comes another 2-on-1 attempt. There's a shot. That one turned aside nicely by Bremner as he looks to settle back in after the goal. Transition quickly. Here comes Bailey Newton. He'll stop up. He's got a lane to the net if he wants it. Here's a shot by Woodward. What a response. There's what we're looking for. The Poco Saints answer right back. No goal, though. The referees say no goal, and Delta coming back quickly in transition. That's an important save by Bremner. As Poco thought they had one. Had me fooled as well. Newton with the check from LaBerge, and there's the turnover. Quick in transition once again come the Delta Islanders. Jaden LaBerge fresh off that stick check. Gets this one over center. He'll send this one over to Portillas. Both penalties have expired. 5-on-5 action resumes. See if we can get some 5-on-5 for most of this period now going forward. Richmond looking for a shot lane through some legs, trying to go 5-hole through Bremner. Cannot, however. Richmond, after taking that shot, going to apply a little bit of pressure. David Little handling that nicely, but here comes the double team. Breaks free. Josh Mills now with a tuck underneath. Shot. Thought about the shot. Loses the loose ball on his follow-through, though. The physicality is picking up, or has picked up, rather. Might be a bit of a rivalry brewing in this one. These teams going back and forth. Here's Nyman. Now over to Connolly with the big windup, deflected now into the corner. Cowan, good job to get that loose ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock, try to get the sharp angle shot. That one went wide. Not out of play, though. Now 3 seconds on the shot clock. A bit of a twister there by Cowan. That one also went wide and out of play. There's the shot clock violation against Poco. Delta gets this one quickly over center now into the stick of Callum Monroe. Monroe dancing around the top, sends it over to Kozak. Into the corner, flip pass back up top. Looking for a target, decides to send it back to McDonald. Now over to Monroe. Bit of a toe drag with one hand. Loses the ball, though. Now it's into the corner. Battling for it. It's Connor Boma. Going to the net now. Shoots and scores. Keegan Kozak somehow ends up with the ball out of the corner. The one-handed loose ball pickup. Keegan Kozak once again going to the net hard, taking the contact nicely. But taking advantage of Ryder Bremner, who just tried to get a piece of it, but Kozak gets the better of it. 8-3 now in favor of the Delta Islanders. I'd like to get an answer as to why that last Poco goal was disallowed. I didn't see what the ref called, but maybe we can get that for you for the third period, because that was the response that the Saints needed. Just unfortunately disallowed. Here's Lady getting the loose ball, but nice stick check there by Delta. Doucette trying to grab the loose ball now. Picked up instead by Monroe. Here comes a little bit of pressure from Poco. Fast break opportunity now going in favor of the Saints. This Lady waits for the pick from Cowan, trying to sidestep his man. He's going to stay and play a little bit of offense now with 15 seconds on the shot clock. There's Cowan on the crease. Just couldn't get a handle on the pass. Battle for the loose ball ensues. Riley Learn trying to jump for it. 5 seconds on the shot clock, though. Trying to get anything going here are the Saints. They got the reset. Fresh 30 now. Here's Cowan with an opportunity. That one deflected off the top of the stick. Now Woodward up to Learn. Big hit from Delta on Learn as he was taking his shot. Loose ball ends up off the errant pass in front of the Delta bench. Hoogstraden with the backhanded pass, trying to connect with Kozak. There's a shot from the outside by McDonald. That one went wide and back over center. 5:14 to go now in the second period. The Saints are going to get the free clear here. They're going to start with possession in the corner with the righties. Here comes Woodward. Swing pass over to Mills. Mills looking for a lane coming around a screen. Good check there, though, by Delta. So they're applying that high pressure on the shooters of the Saints. A triple team of defenders for the Saints causes the turnover. They're going to get another offensive possession here. Here's Cowan over to Mills. Now in the corner, trying to connect with Levi Tui. That one went off of a face mask into the corner. Here's Riley Learn. Hard pick was sent by Tui. That'll be an interference call. Quickly in transition. What a pass. LeBurge with the one-handed shovel shot puts that one wide. What an effort off the long breakout pass. Here comes a spin move in transition by Little. Trying to spin around the track of Monroe. He gets sent into the boards. Nyman now quickly in transition, trying to go 5-hole on LeClaire. But there's that physicality once again. This time it ends up in an interference call against Skwarek. Now Nyman over to Mills. Into the corner for Cowan. Flip pass for Connolly. Here's Nyman once again, trying to connect with Sawyer Marias. He's been fighting his stick a little bit in this one as well. Some bobbled passes as the night has progressed. Regardless, here's Boma for the Islanders. DeBond. Hoogstraden now to Richmond. McDonald coming around the double screen. Try to find Richmond in tight. Takes the shot. Nice save there by Bremner. Big rebound. Fresh 30 now for the Islanders. Richmond wants the pass behind the net. He'll get it in the corner. Spinning around his defender. He'll go airborne through the crease. Nice stick save there by Bremner. Long pass in transition, just out of the reach of Cowan, who would have been gone. Fisher now in the middle, and another errant pass. Sends Delta quickly the other way, one-on-one against Bremner, and scores! Will Carrier off of the bobbled possession once again from the Saints. Gets a long pass in transition from Skwarek. Will Carrier, the recipient of that one, the long breakaway. Not much Bremner could do on that one. That's Carrier's first goal tonight. And Poco, who still has not been able to get one past Leclerc in this period, aside from the disallowed goal, just cannot get anything going offensively. Doucette wins the faceoff for the Islanders. Here comes that pressure of the Saints, though. One-handed flip. Ends up in the stick of Monroe. Monroe, swing pass over to Boma. Can't clean up that loose ball. Here comes Meach and bobbles that pass once again. Thought about the fast break opportunity, but just cannot get a handle on the pass. Cleaned up nicely by the Islanders. And now with just over 2 minutes remaining, looking for a lane, trying to go underneath with the toe drag. Swing pass all the way across. There's a shot from the outside, stick save by Bremner. Long breakout pass over top of the reach of Braden Lady. A little bit of pressure applied here by Cowan. But either way, a relatively easy transition for the Islanders. Hoogstraten sends it over to Kozak. Kozak gets between a check, looking for the hat trick. Takes the shot, swallowed nicely once again by Bremner. Aiden Marcher trying to show off that speed. He's got to get over center, but that'll do it for the 8-second count. Just cannot connect with Riley Learn in time. A little bit of jawing back and forth here between a couple of Islanders and Saints right in front of the benches. Monroe with the big windup and short side on Bremner. The lead is now 10-3. Callum Monroe might have deflected just off of the back of Jordan Meach, but the offensive onslaught continues for the Islanders as Poco looks for any kind of response here. As mentioned before, a game of runs, but how about this run the Islanders are on? As if I'm not mistaken, that's 7 straight goals for the Delta Islanders. Might be getting a goalie change here as Bremner heads to the bench. And yes, we are. As Liam Froese is going to make his way to the crease for the first time on our broadcast airwaves. Number 65 for the Poco Saints. Trying to get any momentum back on their side. A valiant effort by Bremner for the bulk of this game. Just cannot get any offensive support right now. Here comes Lady. Off of the faceoff. Poco's going to get an opportunity here. Cowan sends it into the stick of Fisher. Bobbled pass, but here comes Marias now. Shot from the outside. Trying to pick that far side corner. That one goes wide, back over center. So now with 35.5 seconds to go in this second period, Delta's going to get a free clear here. They're going to try to start with the ball behind the net. The refs say, no way, Jose. You're starting in the corner, pal. Pass inside to Kozak. There's the first test for Froese. Doesn't know where it is, though. It's somewhere in his equipment. Oh, scary one there. Ends up underneath of his mask. Looks to be okay, though. Poco's going to call the timeout and try to get one last offensive possession here. There's a look at Liam Froese, the new goalie in net for the Poco Saints. Crossing paths with Aston Leclerc. Giving each other the nice glove tap there. A couple of members of the goalie union. But the story of this one so far, the Poco Saints just unable to get anything going in this second period, still looking for a goal. They'll try to get one now with under 20 seconds remaining here. But after a strong first period full of excellent responses following each Delta goal, just have not been able to get anything through Ashton Leclerc. Credit to the Islanders defenders. They have been containing the Poco offense very nicely, but just too many bobbled passes, errant passes, and no second chance opportunities here for the Saints. But we'll see if they can get a little bit of momentum back on their side as the clock winds down here in the second period. Just playing pass back and forth, waiting for that 7-second mark. Here it comes. Here's Marias now into the corner for Woodward. Tried to connect with Cowan in the middle, but once again, a picked off pass, and that'll do it for the second period in this matchup as the Delta Islanders go on a 7-0 run through the entirety of the period. Gonna need a big one here from the Saints. But do not go anywhere, as we'll see if they can mount the comeback in the third. We'll be back in about 10 minutes on BC Sports TV. Welcome back into the John Bailey Arena, ladies and gentlemen, here in this matchup between the Poco Junior A Saints and the Delta Islanders. The Islanders going on that 7-0 run throughout the second period, giving them a 10-3 lead that they hold coming into this third period. Keegan Kozak, the story of this one so far, with the hat trick. 3 goals so far in this one. Joey DeBon also with 2 of his own. And a handful of singles spread out throughout the rest of the Islanders lineup. Leading scorers for Poco remain the same from the first period. Braden Lady, Dorian Connolly, and Andrew Cowan, the goal scorers. Ryder Bremner looks to be back between the pipes for Poco after getting a little bit of a breather at the end of the second. Poco's going to get the first offensive opportunity here. This is Nyman. Sending it over to Meach. Going to get an offensive shift here. And there's the... What a way to start for the Poco Saints. Andrew Cowan ends the 7-0 run. Cowan just slips through the middle. Good vision by Jordan Meach to connect with that one. And in the opening minute of the third period, Poco gets themselves on the board for the first time since the opening frame. What a way to start. Let's see if that's something they can build off of now. Josh Mills going to battle once again with Dylan Doucette. Doucette's got a goal in this one. He'll battle for this one. Kicks it over to Josh Mills, though. Gets a little bit of pressure from Connor Boma. Connolly now as Poco gets another offensive set here, immediately following their first goal of the frame. Connolly over to Cowan, trying to go back-to-back. That one went off the pipe. And back over center all the way into the stick of Bremner. Looking for an outlet. Connects with Cowan. Looking for back-to-back goals there. Almost had it. As mentioned before, a game of inches. And that one came within centimeters. One-handed shot by Connolly. How about the flex on the stick there? Turned aside nicely, though, by LeClaire. And Delta gets their first offensive set. But there's a turnover, and all of a sudden, Poco going quickly the other way. Bailey Newton, but gets the double team. Still finds a way from his back to send it over center. Brandon Woodward draws the interference call, and Poco's going to get another set. Josh Mills collecting the ball just over center now. Here comes the screen from Marias. Loose ball battle. Goes in front of the net. Nyman going to battle for it. Cannot get it. Triple team coming from Poco on the pressure, but here comes Delta on a breakaway. One-on-one with Bremner. Goes over top and scores. There's the response. Ryan Flack gets in on the score sheet. His first of the game. Quick push in transition off the turnover by Cal Monroe. Gets that one quickly into the stick of Ryan Flack. And that dip and dunk that we've seen a couple times on Bremner works again. After a strong start from the Saints, Delta answers back. Face-off violation goes in favor of the Saints. They're going to get another set here. Here comes Cowan. Over to Meach. Meach thought about shooting, decides to swing it over to Connolly now. The righty's going to go to work. This is Nyman coming around his check. Long shot from the outside as he was getting pushed. Not a lot on that shot. And here come the Islanders in transition once again. Here's Doucette. Takes the hit to make the play. Rather, that was Noah Wickett. Good job there to take the contact and make the pass. Doesn't matter, though, because Poco gets possession off of the turnover. Here comes Meach going out there for another offensive set. Mills spinning around his check. Sends it over to Marias. Now Lady. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Lady trying to go 5-hole on the drive. But LeClaire once again going down to that butterfly. No rebound there for the Saints to even sniff. 1-on-1. Scoring off of the drive, Reese Portillas, his second of the game. And all of a sudden, there's 2 straight once again for the Islanders. Portillas easily gets around the check of Ty Fisher, goes right down the alley, and goes between the wickets of Bremner. Will Carrier going to come out and take the draw for the Islanders. There's another face-off violation, this time in favor of Delta, and Monroe's going to slowly walk this one into the offensive zone. Sends it all the way up to Boma. Boma now over to Kozak. He's got 3 goals in this game, looking for his 4th. Kozak spins around his check. So elusive. Gets around a double team once again. Kozak finds his way through the middle and scores! Keegan Kozak. His 4th goal of the game. Let's take a look at this one. In the corner, somehow maintains possession with one hand on his stick once again. Splits 2 defenders. Gets his way to the middle. And here comes Froze back between the pipes to relieve Ryder Bremner of his duties. Let's see if Froze can get a couple of stops here, but after breaking the run that lasted the entirety of the second period, the Delta Islanders have answered back with 3 straight once again. Here comes Riley Learn quickly over center. Couple of stutter steps, but he'll send this one back over top to Cowan. Now Jordan Meach. Connolly's got a little bit of room. Big windup and scores. There's that answer once again. Dorian Connolly with his 2nd of the game. Just no defender picked him up. Time and space is going to lead to a goal a lot of the times. And Dorian Connolly gets his squad back on the board. 13-5 now. As Poco, under 5 minutes into this one, already has more goals than they had through the entirety of the second. Physicality presenting itself once again in front of the Delta bench. Josh Mills coming out with the loose ball. What an effort. Penalty coming up to the Islanders as Poco's going to go 6-on-5 here. There's a shot from the outside from Marias. Not sure that whistle should have gone, though, as the Saints got the loose ball off of the shot. The ref's going to convene here. Either way, this Poco power play that has not been able to find the back of the net throughout this entire game is going to go back to work here and try to get a little bit of momentum back on their side. That's Dylan Doucette going to sit for 2. This Poco power play consisting of Nyman, Connolly, Mills, Cowan, and Ty Fisher, the late man, coming off the bench. Cowan once again running quarterback on this one. He'll send it over to Fisher. Back over to Cowan, now Connolly. Back to Cowan once again. Here's Fisher. Here comes the set play. Nyman now looking for Mills, trying to get a stick free. Nice low to high save by LeClaire. Cowan gets the loose ball. Fisher back to Cowan now. Fisher running point. Connolly, the latest goal scorer, fakes the pass, now sends it over to Fisher. Now to Cowan. Takes the shot. That one caught a piece of LeClaire's shoulder and out of play, so another opportunity here on the power play for the Saints. Cowan over to Fisher. Back to Cowan. Now Connolly. Nyman. Here comes the set play. Cowan on the crease trying to connect with Mills. He had it for a second, but just slipped out of his stick. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Here's Fisher. Big windup. Nice save by Leclerc. Nyman battling for this loose ball, going up against the size mismatch of Conrad Squarick. He ends up with the loose ball and pushes quickly in transition over center. 40 seconds remaining in the penalty to Doucette. Here comes McDonald. He's got a lane. Takes the shot and scores shorthanded. Delta's second shorthanded goal of the game. This time it's Ben McDonald doubling up with his second of the game. That's going to be one that Froze is going to want to have back. Shot at the top of the alley. Going across to his wrong side was McDonald. Either way, the lead is now 14-5, and there's a face-off win for Will Carrier, taking the place of Doucette, who's still in the penalty box, but Poco coming back quickly in transition. Odd man rush. Here's Mills from the outside. Takes the shot. Nice save by Leclerc. Mills gathers the loose ball, takes a whack, but keeps possession, sends it over to Connolly. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Mills. Just playing pass back and forth with Cowan. They bobbled the drop pass. Cowan gets it now. Here's a shot from the outside. Big rebound off the save from Leclerc. That'll do it for the penalty. Shot from the outside, and Mills scores. 5-hole on Leclerc. Off the loose ball, Cowan finds Josh Mills, who just muscles that one through the 5-hole of Leclerc. And shortly after, the shorty from the Islanders. Poco gets back on the board, 14-6 now, with just under 13 to go in the third. Battle for this loose ball after the faceoff. Doucette gathers. He's got a man on the crease if he wants it, decides against it. He'll send this one over to Squarick. Squarick now to DeBon. All the way up for Monroe. Here's Richmond. Big windup. Takes the shot. Silas Richmond. Big windup. Big goal. Richmond makes this a 15-6 game right after the bobbled loose ball coming off of a faceoff. Now Squarick in there to take some faceoff duty. Still going up against Josh Mills. Squarick wins this one to Monroe. Monroe ends up with the loose ball, sends this one into the corner. Here comes Hoogstraat, and he's got a little bit of room, sends it over to the righties. Aaron pass, though, to Monroe. Poco gathers. This is Bailey Newton sending it up to Braden Lady on a breakaway and scores! Braden Lady's second of the game. We've seen that breakaway from Lady many times, using his wheels and putting that one over the left shoulder of Leclerc. Good responses coming from Poco, as we saw in the first period, but they're still going to have to climb back from that deficit that came up after the second period. Chipping away at this one slowly. The lead is now 15-7 with 11:40 to go in the third. Here comes Kozak getting around a little bit of pressure, sends it over to Richmond. Sidestep to check. Big shot turned aside by Froze. Richmond gathers the loose ball in the corner. Fresh 30. Here's Kozak with the shot turned aside again. Kozak almost got his own rebound. Either way, though, Connor Boma gathers this one. But Woodward puts a little bit of pressure and ends up with the loose ball himself. Sidesteps the check of Richmond, getting this one over center. Here's Marias. Once again, bobbled that pass. Here comes Connolly now. Nyman into the corner for Woodward, who started this whole possession off with that loose ball in the defensive end. Woodward with the loose ball in the corner gets sent flying into the boards. Taking a hard check there. Here comes another power play for Poco. As Delta's going to go and sit for two once again. Noah Wickett going to be the recipient of the penalty this time. If you're the Islanders, you got to like your chances here. 2 shorthanded goals already and 0 power play goals against. I think if you're the Delta coaches, you're not too worried in this possession. Potentially forwards. Cowan over to Connolly back. Tried to send it back to Cowan. Connolly continues to battle for this one. Gets around the check and the loose ball. 11 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Connolly's just going to take it himself. That one goes wide. Nyman digging for this one. 2 seconds on the shot clock, so that'll do it for this possession. And the opening 30 seconds of the power play for the Saints. Ryan Flack gets over a little bit of pressure. That one goes back over. There's a bit of a mental hiccup as Flack tried to connect with Monroe, who just hadn't made it over center yet. Lucky break here for the Saints as they'll get another power play opportunity. Connolly, the late man off the bench. Cowan sends it over to Fisher, now Mills. Back to Fisher, back to Cowan. Connolly with his first touch here. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Need to get something here, though. Here's Cowan. Wanted the shot. Maybe double clutched a little bit. But fresh 30 now for the Islanders. Here comes a streaking McDonald. Nice save by Froese. Loose ball picked up by the Saints. Long pass up to Mills. 20 seconds remaining in the Poco power play. This is a shot from the outside by Mills. That one goes wide. No contact with Leclerc, so that'll be back over. And you got to imagine that'll do it for the Poco power play. Here comes Richmond quickly into the offensive zone. Trying to get through the check of Woodward. Thought about going to the crease, just tiptoeing around it. Good job to get around the pressure. And that'll do it once again. A Poco power play squandered by the penalty kill of the Delta Islanders. Here comes Monroe. The one-handed shot. Jordan Meach grabs the loose ball quickly in transition, goes one-on-one with the defender. Throws it with one hand, but draws the penalty once again. Here comes a hold. So I believe it's going to be Ryan Flack heading right back to the penalty box after just getting out. Jordan Meach with the power move, taking his defender one-on-one. Heads up play there. And how different this game could be if these opportunities on the power play by the Saints would have cashed in. Better late than never, though. We'll see if they can get themselves on the right side of this score sheet. So they'll work the ball around the outside. Quick shot from the crease by Mills, turned aside nicely by Leclerc. Might have got a piece of the post as well. Regardless, Chase Miller gets this one nicely over center. He'll send it over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald, nice move. Stutter step around his defender and Levi Tui. Monroe has that one deflect. And here we go. Jacob Pankey, one-on-one, switches hands. Tries to go 5-hole on Leclerc. Another opportunity. Shovel shot turned aside by Leclerc once again. Leclerc holding down the fort on what would have been Poco's first power play goal of the game on the breakaway. Good effort there by Kozak to keep that one from going over center. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Ball's now in the corner. Here comes a cutting McDonald. Fakes, takes, and scores. Ben McDonald's hat trick goal. And another shorty ends up in the back of the Saints net. The special teams of the Delta Islanders came to play, specifically their short-handed unit, as they have locked down the defensive end, not allowing anything for the Saints, being 3 short-handed goals of their own. You gotta like those numbers if you're the Islanders coaches. 30 seconds remaining on this Poco power play. Jordan Meach getting some power play time now, trying to get anything going here. There's a shot from the outside by Mills, turned aside nicely by LeClaire. Connolly grabs the loose ball. Cowan. Over to Connolly. Back to Cowan. Takes the shot from the outside. Almost snuck that one through the 5-hole. Big rebound, though, in the stick of Nyman. Backhanded pass by Cowan over to Mills, and another nice save by LeClaire. That'll do it for the Poco power play. As Ryan Flack comes out of the box and immediately gets the breakout pass. Here's now Hoogstraten, bobbled that one, ends up in the corner. He'll keep after it and get the loose ball with 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Just under 6 minutes to go in the third. Here's DeBon with the shot from the outside. Nice save by Froze. David Little, long breakout pass to Dylan Eilette. Here's Learn. Just couldn't get a handle on that one. Might have hit the back of his defender. A little bit of pressure here from the Poco Saints, and that'll do it for the 8-second count. Turnover against the Islanders. Quickly into the play is Joey Cody, showing off some of his speed and getting that one over center. Fresh 30 off the shot for the Saints. These are those second chance opportunities they have to take advantage of. Here's a shot from the outside by Marias. Once again picked up. Fresh 30 now for the Saints. Nice loose ball there by Brandon Woodward. Here's Connolly. He'll send that one over to Woodward and come and set a screen. Woodward wants to go to the net, tries the short side. I think he tried to catch LeClaire sleeping there. Another fresh 30 here for the Saints. Under 5 to go in the third. Here's Cody from the outside. Tried to put that one low on LeClaire. Another easy save for him. Long breakout pass here for Skwarek. He's been a defensive force in this one. Now Porteous just bobbled that one. Here comes the pressure from Lady. Right in front of the Poco bench. Battle for the loose ball continues. Look out. Almost a big hit there by Kalen Mander. Just sidestepping that one was Reese Porteous. But Poco gets this one in their possession now over center. Mills. Now Connolly. Connolly from the outside. LeClaire gets a handle on that one, and here comes the transition once again of the Islanders. Been so prominent in this game. Quickly getting the ball into the sticks of Silas Richmond where it is now. Trying to connect one-on-one there with Kozak. Just missed the target. Kozak finds a loose ball, though. Spins out of the corner. Finds Richmond. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here's that big windup from Richmond. But Froze turns that one aside. And as he had his stick covering that one, a streaking Ryan Flack, who has made a home of the penalty box in this third period, is going to go back and sit for 2. Crease play against the Delta Islanders. Another opportunity here for Poco to get something on the power play. And it's certainly going to be tough for them, if even possible, to come back in this game. But at this point, just trying to get any sort of momentum coming in favor for your power play, as it's been ice cold through this entire game. Anything to build off of. Shot from the outside by Cowan, turned aside easily by Leclerc. Here's Doucette. He's got a little bit of room to go to the net, decides to pull out. Fakes the shot to give himself a little bit of room. Looking for a target, but content with just killing as much clock as possible. 2:40 remaining in this third period. Spins around a check. Trying to get through a lane. Doucette killing this entire possession himself. Takes a couple hacks and whacks as he dumps that one into the corner. Cooler heads will prevail. Dylan Eilert collects this one over center, sends it over to Josh Mills. Now Cowan, over to Connolly. Over to Nyman. Ends up back up top to Cowan. Here comes the screen. Now over to Nyman. Quick stick, nice sliding save. And a second chance opportunity also turned aside by Leclerc. Nice movement here on the Poco power play. Cowan and Connolly just playing pass back and forth. Now Marias with the shot from the outside, trying to go low on Leclerc. The net's off, though. So there's the whistle from the ref. Fresh 30 here for the Saints. See what else they can draw up now. Nyman to Connolly. Back up top to Cowan. Marias once again looking for that shot around the screen. Here's Nyman coming up to play the shooter. Marias once again. Big windup. Trying to go low, short side on Leclerc. Kicks that one out. Good stick check there, and Poco gets another opportunity. Here's Nyman once again. Nyman to Connolly. Low shot. That one got deflected now into the corner. Cowan now with the windup. Big rebound off the save from Leclerc once again. Marias, everybody wanting to shoot here. Marias now playing point over to Connolly. That'll do it for the Poco power play once again. Can't get anything going, but there, thought they had one just as it expired, but there's a nice save by Leclerc. Certainly doing his job in this third period with Poco trying to get something going here. Under a minute now to go in the third period. Delta just going to try to kill some time here. Shot from the outside, trying to go low through the 5-hole of Froze. Delta grabs the loose ball, fresh 30 for them. This is Keegan Kozak way up top. On an island up there. Once again, content with just killing time. He'll send it over to DeBon. With no pressure, he'll just hang out there by the defensive gate of the Poco Saints. Sends it now back over to Kozak. Dumping it into the corner as the shot clock expires. And more or less as the game clock expires as well. As it does wind down, and that'll do it here for the third period as the Poco Saints remain winless while the Delta Islanders even their record at 2-2. Sincerely to everybody that tuned in, no matter whereabouts you're watching from producer Keith Gagne, cameraman extraordinaire George Parra, I've been Tino Farah. We've been BC Sports TV, and we will see you next time.